Hey guys, a very warm welcome to everybody. This is Gaurav Madaan, and you're listening to Digital Marketing VIP's podcast, episode number 3. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how to monetize your blog for more profits throughout your journey. All right. So, today's episode, we're going to talk about our blog monetization strategies. So, to begin with, what I would like to say is I've seen a lot of blogs, literally a lot of blogs, been blogging since 2013. But what I've seen is people tend to do a lot of mistakes when it comes to, really monetizing the blog. They do start it as a hobby a lot of times, sometimes to learn digital marketing, sometimes to actually, pursue their hobby. But what happens in the process, they don't understand that even if they're getting readers, they're not really converting those readers into subscribers or customers or really monetizing them. There are multiple ways to actually monetize your efforts when it comes to blogging. All right, and I'm going to mention a couple of them today, the ones which are really free, successful and has worked really for me. So the number one thing which you can do on your blog, and I've seen a lot of successful bloggers do it and make a lot of money out of it, is have your own information products. Okay, so when I talk about information products, it could be ebooks, it could be courses, it could be some form of software. Okay, so this is like having your own product, and writing an ebook is very easy. Just like you're talking about the topics which you're really talking about on your blog, you just have to be a little bit in depth about those topics or something of value to your users, which you can write inside your ebook. And then all you have to do is just have an ebook section in the navigation of your blog, and people normally come there. People see it and people tend to buy it. That is number one way to actually monetize your blog. Now, even before monetization, people do something which is a crazy mistake, is that people don't really build a subscriber list. Okay, and when I'm saying subscriber list, it does not always have to be a newsletter subscription. Right, it could be a normal subscriber list. You could say that become a part of this community and join the community on Facebook, or give them something for free, and in return take their email ID. The reason why you want to take their email ID is because you want to have a second interaction with them. Now the traffic coming to your website, and then if you're not collecting their email IDs, they would probably never turn back unless you spend some money on remarketing. Right, so this happened with me back in time. One of my blogs become very popular overnight because of a thing that happened, which was WhatsApp acquisition. Okay, so I wrote a blog which said how WhatsApp makes money, and Facebook acquired WhatsApp suddenly, and one night, like, everybody started searching what's the business model of WhatsApp. And my blog was literally ranking in Google for those keywords, because nobody really wrote about it. WhatsApp was like not really making much profits, or it had a long-term vision. So it became really popular, and I saw that particular month my article was read by 100,000 readers. That particular article only, then via Google search. But sadly, I never got to see those readers again back to my website, because I never really cared to capture their email IDs. Have I been able to capture their email IDs, or had a strategy in place, maybe with a freebie or a lead magnet? In that case, what would have happened is I would have emailed them later at a stage, and I could have monetized them. So that's a learning which I always take with me going forward in blogging. And if you go and see my blog today, I'll have multiple ways where I would be going ahead and collecting email IDs. So my blog name is gauravmadaan.com. If you go there and you go to blog section, you'll see there are various ways I would be collecting email IDs of people to turn them into my subscribers, from readers to subscribers, and from subscribers to customers. So that's really the journey you need to follow. Okay, so this is one way of having your own products and monetizing your website, right? So that's one way. E-courses have worked really well for me, and one of the biggest uh, driver of revenue for my blog itself is actually my own course on affiliate marketing. So it's great, it does wonders, and it drives a lot of revenue. So similarly, in next thing which you can do in order to monetize your blog is actually have advertisements. Okay, you can host advertisements. Now there are a couple of ways to do this. First, very obvious thing which comes to your mind would be, hey, yes, we can have AdSense on our blog. Yes, you can have AdSense in your blog, but the challenge is AdSense will give you pennies, right? Literally pennies when it comes to monetization. In Indian traffic, until unless you have like tier 1 traffic. Tier 1 traffic are from countries which are tier 1 countries like US, UK, probably Canada, Europe. So the currency which is really strong in the countries is normally termed as the tier 1 traffic. So, if your traffic is not from that particular part of the world and is from tier 2 or tier 3 countries, then probably AdSense would not make a lot of sense. Okay, I would not say that it would make a lot of sense. So AdSense, along with AdSense, probably you need to have your custom ads here, where you could be influencer in your niche. Go to buysellads.com, okay, and you could say that, list your website there and say that these are the banners you're advertising, and this is more like native advertising we're talking about. So buysellads.com, that's a marketplace where you can list your website if you have good traffic, and you can monetize it by selling banner space on your particular website. So that's the second alternative which you can do. Third thing is, of course, AdSense in combination with in-content ads. So you must have heard about a lot of networks like Taboola and other networks where you could actually go ahead and have your other people's articles shown in suggested articles on your website. This is how really a lot of big companies are driving a lot of revenue, like ScoopWhoop, or you talk about Witifeed. So I've seen a lot of them doing it, and it is somewhat contributes to the revenue, though not the major part of the revenue, but it definitely contributes to the revenue. So you can always do that. So that's an alternate way. Okay, now let's go to the fourth part. Fourth way to monetize actually would be to give on some form of consulting, one-on-one consulting. Okay, so when you talk about one-on-one consulting, you could always go ahead and do this in terms of have a Google form. Use a Google form to qualify people before really taking the consulting project. And since the traffic is coming to your website, a lot of people would not really wish to do it themselves. Rather, they would want you to do it. They would want you to execute on their behalf, right? So that is where one-on-one consulting comes into picture, and it works really wonders again, because consulting is something like people are giving you money for your advice. A lot of times this could be one of the major revenue source a lot of people make. Okay, really a great amount of money they make because of this. Now this was the fourth way to monetize. Okay, so far we've discussed advertisement, own products, and one-on-one consulting. The next biggest driver of revenue for any particular website, which is a blog, is affiliate marketing. Time and again, we've seen people promoting other people's products and making commissions in return because they have their own readership in terms of a blog, or they have their own subscribers, or they have their own customers, or whatsoever. Okay, so when you're capturing the email IDs of people, when you mail them, it doesn't matter if you mail your own product or somebody else's product. But if you are going to mail somebody else's product, make sure to give them some bonuses, some incentives to actually buy from your affiliate link. But I have to tell you that affiliate marketing can be the biggest driver for a lot of people for doing blogs, and people literally create blogs just for the sake of doing affiliate marketing. But again, it becomes really important that before you monetizing that particular person, you turn them into a subscriber. And when I say subscriber, the reason is very simple, because it becomes a touch point for you. If you're collecting their name, email, and phone number, so you can always reach out to them, about informing that you have a new article, new review, or new show, or whatever you're launching, new book, anything, literally, new article for that matter. You just tell them that, hey, come, I've brought a new article, read about it and give me your feedback. So very, very important and very, very effective. So affiliate marketing is the biggest driver, the biggest revenue contributor in most of the blog successes which I have seen. For example, a couple of blogs in our industry I'm aware of, shoutmeloud.com. That's like a good blog, and they make a good amount of money, to actually go ahead and do just from affiliate marketing. Now, in terms of my blog, I don't do a lot of affiliate marketing, and rather, I have my own product. So that is the part where I don't really make money with my blog subscribers yet. But you never know. In future we may do that, those kind of things, associations in future. Okay, so other than this, I think so. The only driver that is going to be there is the last one, but not the least, is a subscription which you can do from your website. Okay, do some kind of subscription on your website, maybe a newsletter subscription, or e-course subscription, anything which is a subscription, because when subscription is there, people pay you on recurring basis, on monthly basis, and that's something, if you are able to build a recurring sustainable income, it is going to be the biggest relief in your entire life. So if you can think of a subscription, there is nothing better than that. But if you cannot, then I've already given you 5 other ways to monetize your blog. Okay, so use those methods in while monetizing your blog, and maximize your revenue potential. Okay, so that's something all I have. And other than that, I have one more way where you can actually make money, is by selling ad space in your emails, inside your emails actually. So if you happen to have a bigger email list but you're not able to monetize it, so you could have a banner space inside your email towards the end of the email, and you could sell that banner space and you could make money. That's like the 7th way to actually monetizing your blog. So also similarly, you can do your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn. If you have good following over there, or YouTube for that matter, you can actually do shout outs. Now I've seen in my own space, like I have a person who has a network of 2.3 lakh followers on LinkedIn, and she does shout outs. And with shout outs, like simple one post, she would charge like for $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 or $100 for that matter. So it's like a great way to monetize again. Okay, but sometimes like doing it regularly can tarnish your profile. So don't take it like very regular promotions. Do a lot of value, and in between, slipping up a promotion here and there is always fine. So that's all. That's all for today's episode, and we've learned a lot of ways to actually monetize your blog. If you have any questions, feel free to drop your comments below. I would love to answer it. And I'll catch you on the next episode. This is me, Gaurav, signing off, and you have been listening to Digital Marketing VIP's podcast. Have a great day ahead and have a great evening. Bye-bye.